Hi and welcome back. So I'm going to do a series of short videos about fitting a bathroom, the third bathroom in this property. So the first two bathrooms that we fitted were effectively new rooms, so stud walls that we could build to be exactly the right size for those bathrooms. This bathroom's a little bit more tricky. It's located where the original bathroom was in the house. And we use the same shower valves that we have in all the bathrooms. So we use these Mira three-way, or this is a three-way valve for this bathroom. So this has got hot and cold coming in and three outlets, one for the bath, one for an overhead rain shower and one for a handheld shower. And the bath with the shower end will be up against what's the existing external wall in the property. And I was initially looking at having to chase that wall out for the two pipes that need to go up that wall for the two shower outlets. And we wanted the valve fitted in the wall at the other end of the bath so that you can turn the shower on without having to get under the shower. So that meant a total of 5 pipes being chased in at that end of the room. And wanting to lag those pipes properly, that was really going to be cutting too deep into the outside wall. So what we decided to do is batten this external wall, come away with 40mm battens from there. That gives us enough room for the insulation. I can also add some additional insulation on that wall and probably put a vapor control layer on there just for good measure. That will mean I don't have to chase that wall to put those pipes in. And what we've done at the other end of the room is decide to take what was the original internal brick wall out, so that we can start at this end of the room, build the stud wall off that wall, work out exactly where the bath is going to fit, build the new stud wall in here and put the 5 pipes up inside that stud wall that we need to at the opposite end of the room. And we're going to be using the same as we have in the other bathrooms here, Nuance Bushboard wall panelling. So I need to try and make the rear wall here good enough finish for that to be applied to with adhesive. And I'm probably going to use an aqua board rather than plasterboard on the shower end and possibly on the other end of the bath, and then just moisture resistant plasterboard for the other walls that go in this room. So the first job we're going to have is to put the battens on this wall. This has got hard wall or a render on that wall, and that typically tends to sort of curve out at the top and the bottom. So we've got a gap in the middle of sort of 20 or 30mm in places, but luckily with the timber touching top and bottom, it's pretty true. So I'm going to use masonry screws straight into that wall, packers, and then expanding foam behind those to make that a nice solid installation. Just debating as I go through it, I saw a video by Robin Clevitt looking at making this as a frame to go on the wall to keep that all square and making sure that we're square left to right. That might work, but this room's pretty tight. We're about 2 meters square in here, so making that frame and then fitting it might be a little bit more difficult. Or the other alternative I'm going to do is put the battens at either end and then square that across the wall. So I'll just do a little bit of coverage as we go through that. So you can see here on this batten we're touching down at the bottom here and at the top, and if I put a spirit level on there we're reasonably true, a little bit of packing, but we've got a 20mm gap in places down the back here. So I'm going to use, say, masonry screws to fit that in, packing to get that one out, probably square on this side, the same on the opposite side of the room, and then batten that wall off, leaving the spacing for the boards, so a 600mm batten here from the window, and that'll leave me plenty of space up here to bring the pipes up for the shower and down at the bottom for the bath. At the other end of the room, the hot and cold feed comes in under the floor. We've got to be a little bit careful in here. We've got underfloor heating. I have got photographs of where that pipework goes in the floor. And then what we're going to do, as I said, is fit the bath in this space. So build that batten wall first, work out exactly where the bath is going to go, and then put this stud wall in at this end. It's just going to move over probably a 50mm or so from where the wall was before, and then we'll build a stud wall and put the new door frame in here. And then there's just the hallway through to the bedroom. So this will be effectively a guest bathroom, ensuite guest bathroom for that bedroom when people are staying here. And same as the other rooms in the house, we're using spotlights. Probably going to have them dimmable in here, and the mechanical ventilation heat recovery. So you can see I've got the vent up here. I've yet to cut that square before we get the plastering done. So I'll come back with a bit more detail as we batten out that wall. So as you can see, I've moved on a little bit now from the prep work that we were doing previously. I've battened out all of that end wall to give us room to fit the pipework. I'm putting some internal insulation just to because there's space and why not. And starting to fit the pipework. So I've got the pipework coming up here for the hand shower to the middle, and another one up the wall to the top, fitting some wooden blocks there to screw all of those fittings into. And I'm doing all the pipework here with a press fit tool. Been very lucky to manage to borrow one of these from a neighbour. I was going to buy one for the build and then sell it at the end. They're a little bit more expensive fitting wise. I think it was something like £2.50 when I was originally buying an elbow, which is quite a bit more than a solder fitting. They've got some now in Toolstation where they're about half that price, so something like £1.50 per fitting, so not too bad. And super easy to use. I'll do a quick video of using this tool. I can solder joints, but it's so much faster, so much cleaner and safer. The only disadvantage I've found with them is you can't really take them apart, so if you do need to change anything, you've got to throw all the fittings away, whereas with a compression fitting, for example, you can change that and reuse it. But absolutely brilliant tool. So I've also had some help from a neighbour who's a builder just to smooth that wall. He's just used some bonding coat to try and make that as smooth as we can. I think it's probably good enough for us to glue the wall panels to. And I'll just show in a moment I've started building the stud wall at the other end, so we've got the bath into the room, fitted our aqua panel boards on the wall, put the bath in place to get the spacing nice and tight for the bath to go in there. Then took that back out again, built the wall. So the aqua panels will go around at both ends of the bath. The bath will go in. I'll probably screw battens along the wall for it to be sitting on, so it's really secure. And then we've got the Nuance Bushboard that's going to be going on later on the outside of that, and that sits over the edge of the bath to give a good seal. And then at this end of the room, you can see I've put the stud wall in, so actually drilled down and put resin anchors down into the steelwork at the bottom. Obviously we've got underfloor heating here, so make sure there wasn't anywhere that wall was likely to go. And got that screwed into the wall on that side, up into the joists along the top, and got that spaced for the aqua panel boards that we're using, and to give space for where the valve's going to fit. So that shower valve that I showed earlier will go, they'll be mounted up in the space here so that we can turn the water on from the other end of the shower. This is the third one of these that I've fitted, as I say, so I'll look for a quick review on how we've got on with that product. Overall we like it. We've had a couple of issues, but we're making life difficult for ourselves here. We're going to have quite a lot of pipes, so there's the hot and cold inlets to that, and then 3 outlets in this case, so the overhead shower, the handheld shower, and the bath filler. So we don't have taps on the bath, it will fill through the overflow. So pipe work in here, I've got the incoming 22mm, and then I'll have 3 pipes along the floor going up to the top there. 2 of those feeds up into the valve, and then another 2, the hot and colds will have to come under the bath as well, round to the wash basin and sink. The bath's in here at the moment, but it'll be on the other side over there, obviously. Just got it moved over here while we're working and fitting the baths ready for that to go in. So I hope you found that interesting so far on where we're up to with the bathroom. I'm going to do this over a series of videos because there's lots of different stuff that I want to touch on. I'll do a review of the shower valves, the bushboard panels that we've used in all the bathrooms here that I'm a real convert to, rather than using tiles, and that press fit tool as well that we're using for plumbing. So hopefully you've enjoyed my video. I've had a huge jump in the number of subscribers recently. I think I'm up close to 1,100 subscribers, and had a lot of interest. I know I'm covering some quite diverse subjects, a lot of that around home automation, green technologies in the home, and some of it just standard DIY stuff. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Please click like on the video if you've enjoyed it. Love to hear your feedback and comments on what you've seen us doing on the project. So thank you again for your time.